What if a teen comedy was actually the sharpest adaptation of a literary classic? Today we're talking about Easy A and how it just might be the best version of Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter we've ever had on screen. Olive Penderghast, a regular high schooler played by Emma Stone, tells one small lie about a made-up hookup, and the rumor wheel devours her. From there, the story folds into a modern retelling of public shame, moral policing, and the way a community circles around a girl it decides is sinful. Before diving into the deeper layers, here's a quick refresher. Easy A follows Olive as she becomes the center of a scandal she never truly participates in, all while navigating friendships, crushes, and the uneven landscape of teenage reputation games. Here's how this comedy becomes the truest homage to Hawthorne's themes of scrutiny, judgment, and a society hungry for someone to judge. The thing about Easy A is that its connection to the Scarlet Letter isn't just an Easter egg or a cute framing device. It's woven into both the bones and the breath of the film. When Will Gluck said the movie was shaped around Hawthorne's ideas of public punishment, he wasn't exaggerating. Olive's world moves through the same cycles of suspicion and spectacle that surrounded Hester Prynne, just updated for a campus with smartphones, hallway gossip, and group chats. Instead of a Puritan square, Olive's arena is a school courtyard where everyone tracks reputations like a sport. Instead of a stitched A, she crafts her own version with sequins and sass. And instead of committing an actual transgression, she becomes infamous for a lie that spirals through the corridors, until even she starts feeling like she's playing a role written for her by everyone else. The fun part is how Olive comments on this mess in real time. Her webcam monologue, part confessional and part performance, gives the audience front row seats to a girl trying to make sense of a story that keeps shaping itself around her. It's the modern equivalent of Hawthorne's narrator peeling back the community's layers while still keeping things playful. High school, especially in teen films, tends to be painted as a jungle of cliques and grievances. Easy A leans into this idea but pushes it further. The whole student body doubles as a crowd ready to cast judgment, whisper rumors, and assign labels with the enthusiasm of a Puritan tribunal. Olive becomes the girl they all talk about, an easy symbol to hold up when they need someone to pick apart. The brilliance of this version is that Olive's sin exists mainly in their imagination. She isn't indulging in anything scandalous. She's helping a bullied classmate. She's offering kindness in a system that rewards her with humiliation. Hawthorne built his story on the idea of a community that thrives on creating villains. Easy A captures that instinct with frightening accuracy. Even Marion, the leader of the purity group, slips into her own version of moral authority. Her devotion isn't simply about faith, it's about wielding righteousness like power in a place where identity moves fast and cruelty moves faster. She becomes the movie's link to how organized judgment works, strict, performative, and strangely comforting to those who want someone easy to blame. Every central character in Easy A hints at someone from Hawthorne's novel, though through a playful lens. Olive's journey mirrors Hester's, but with humor to soften the edges. She faces whispers behind lockers instead of whispers behind church pews, yet the emotional impact hits similarly. Todd, the woodchuck mascot turned gentle hero, becomes the grounding presence Olive clings to. He listens, believes her, and refuses to join the rumor mill. While he isn't a direct parallel to any single character from the Scarlet Letter, he embodies the rare voice willing to see the truth behind the noise. His kindness becomes a counterbalance to the school's chaos. Meanwhile, Brandon, the boy Olive helps by pretending to sleep with him, symbolizes the type of quiet suffering Hawthorne hinted at, with characters pushed to the margins. Brandon's desperation for safety parallels Olive's desperation for control. Their fake scandal forms the tipping point for her story, showing how rumor culture rewards boys with freedom while ensuring girls pay the cost. And then there are Olive's parents, whose warm, goofy support shapes her home life into the opposite of Hester's loneliness. Instead of silence and shame, Olive is held by humor and love. It's satirical, but it's also a sweet way to highlight how different her world could have been. Costumes in Easy A do more storytelling than any hallway rumor ever could. As Olive begins leaning into the reputation everyone forces on her, her wardrobe shifts toward bold reds and oranges. These shades become her version of Hester's embroidered letter, a visible reminder of the label she didn't choose, stitched into outfits she designs for herself because she wants control over something, anything, in this hurricane of gossip. This clothing arc isn't just aesthetic, it becomes a visual declaration of agency. Olive takes ownership of the symbol meant to shame her. She walks the halls in bright fabrics while the student body gawks, flipping their expectations into spectacle. The camera lingers on her strut, her confidence, and the small cracks beneath it. Each outfit becomes a confession in color. Her final choice, telling her story through a live stream, brings this symbolism full circle. Instead of carrying a letter on her chest, she broadcasts her truth to everyone at once. It's a reclamation of the narrative that Hawthorne's characters never had access to. The most layered part of Easy A is its exploration of rumor culture. Everyone gains something from Olive's invented persona except Olive herself. Boys walk away with boosted reputation, confidence, and social safety. Girls walk away with a villain to rally against. School walks away with a drama to track. And the adults? Many of them turn a blind eye because it's easier than intervention. This ecosystem mirrors Hawthorne's ideas beautifully. Instead of literal stalks and public shaming, the movie uses hallway chatter and bedroom rumors. Instead of religious authority, it uses purity clubs and rumor-hungry classmates. Every participant helps shape Olive into a symbol she never volunteered to be. The movie doesn't hammer its critique. It plays through jokes, sarcasm, and Olive's confessions. Yet tucked beneath the comedy is a sharp look at how stories twist until they feel true, even when they began as a whisper between friends. When people compare Easy A to other renditions of the Scarlet Letter, the 1995 adaptation often comes up, and that film bends Hawthorne's text toward romance and melodrama. It tries to soften the edges. It aims for sweeping emotion. Easy A does the opposite. It doesn't soften anything. It doesn't run from the ugliness of social cruelty. It keeps the discomfort alive through humor, which somehow makes it more honest. The movie lets Olive's story intersect with the harshest parts of Hawthorne's themes: gossip, misjudgment, and the exhausting weight of labels placed on young women. What makes Easy A the most faithful adaptation isn't its plot resemblance, it's the spirit. The sting, the way it captures how communities feed on scandal. Hawthorne wrote about a society obsessed with purity. Gluck made a film about a campus obsessed with the same thing. Different century, same fascination. Different setting, same outcome. And instead of a woman paying for a single choice, Olive pays for choices she never made at all. That's the brilliance, that's the echo. This is Ladies First, watching women in movies. Here, we empower women by reviewing and discussing films that highlight their stories, struggles, and achievements. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.